Hello everyone and welcome to Orange Slices. This week we're going to talk about the top 5 keys for the Volunteers to get back on track in this basketball season. We have seen them now lose 2 big games in a row in the SEC, one last weekend to Kentucky, and now this Saturday in Baton Rouge against LSU could not get it done in overtime. So let's go through it, guys. Let's start at number 5, and that's going to be to execute early. We see when the Vols come out and implement their game plan and accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. And I'm just talking about the first 2 minutes of the game. They can beat anyone. We've seen them, come back and not start out well, but that's just because they have great players. If Tennessee starts out and implements the game plan and can accomplish that, they can stop anyone. Execute early is going to be a big thing for the Volunteers. Let's carry on here to number 4, and that's going to be control. And that means control the pace, control the possession, and control the rebounds. Tennessee has one of the best point guards in Jordan Bone. He has the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the SEC. If they can control where they're going at with the ball and can control off turnovers and make sure they capitalize on those things, Tennessee's going to be able to win games a lot easier. Let's go to number 3. That's going to be spread the floor. Tennessee has one of the deepest teams in the SEC and in the country. They're able to spread the floor, and they're able to, when we see Tennessee do its best, it's when they play Warriors basketball. It's a little bit of a mix of Warriors and Spurs basketball. It's lots of passes, and they can end up with that open 3. You have Grant driving in. He's going to kick it out to Lamonte. He's going to kick it over to Admiral. He's going to cross-court, pass it to over Jordan Bowden. You've got a 3. That's when Tennessee is at its best. Now let's go over to number 2, and that's give different looks. We talked about how deep they are. We talked about how many combinations there are. Let's give those combinations a see in the SEC tournament and especially come towards March. That's going to be huge. I mean, if you have a big lineup of E. Pons, Admiral Schofield, Grant Williamson, and adding it up with Jordan Bowden, Lamonte Turner, or you go small ball with all guards and have Grant as your center, that's going to be able to throw off teams in a way that, they wouldn't have expected before. And now finally, let's go to number 1. And I think this should be everyone's number 1. It's Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield. They're the 2 best players for Tennessee, and they're the Rocks on defense and on the offensive side of the ball. They lead the team in points, rebounds, and steals, and they're the highest volume shooters for how much they score points. We need Grant and Admiral to get things done. We see him there in clutch time. Grant Williams had 43 points in that game. If it weren't for him, they don't even beat Vanderbilt. Admiral Schofield, Gonzaga, went 6 for 10 from the 3. He had great moments for them to win the game right there. I mean, these are the types of things we want to see Tennessee do, and if they do, they can go up against anyone in the country. That was it for Orange Slices. My name is Mac Morey, and this has been a great Sports Mecca. We cannot wait to see you next week.